Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today we're diving into the latest streaming news from around the industry. First, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Poddex, for sponsoring this episode. Check them out today at poddex.com and use the promo code Larry21 for 10% off your order. And before we get started, if you'd like to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Subscribe today on all major podcast platforms and our YouTube channel. Please hit that like, thumbs up button, and subscribe. Now, our first topic, 1883 sets Paramount Plus premiere record with 4.9 million viewers. 1883 breaks Taylor Sheridan's own The Mayor of Kingstown record with Paramount. It's no surprise to fans of the Emmy-nominated series Yellowstone that the highly anticipated prequel series 1883 would have folks planted in front of the TV to further explore the saga of Yellowstone's dynamic family. That the fans tuned in droves is an understatement, including the count from Paramount Plus, CMT, and the re-airings at the series premiere. 1883 roped in 6.4 million viewers who were chomping at the bit for the wagon-training adventure. If you haven't been introduced, you can check out the trailer on YouTube. Created by Academy Award nominee Taylor Sheridan, 1883 stars Academy Award nominees nominee legend Sam Elliott, Grammy Award winner Tim McGraw, Grammy Award winner Faith Hill, Academy Award winner Billy Bob Thornton, Isabel May, and LaMonica Garrett. Paramount Network premiered the new series last Sunday following a new episode of Yellowstone. Paramount has had success in airing Sheridan's new series, The Mayor of Kingstown, in the same fashion. Following an episode of Yellowstone placed the Sheridan creation, The Mayor of Kingstown, as the most watched new original series debut over the first 30 days, placing 1883 as their highest ranking program, followed by Mayor of Kingstown. Mayor of Kingstown concerns the McCluskey family, power brokers in Kingstown, Michigan, where the business of incarceration is the only thriving industry, tackling themes of systematic racism, corruption, and inequality. The series stars Jeremy Renner, Diane West, Emma Lard, Derek Webster, Hugh Dillon, Kyla Chandler, and premiered November 14th. Sheridan knows his complicated family dramas. I can tell you that already. Tanya Giles, Chief Programming Officer of Viacom Streaming, commented on the momentous upcoming fall for Viacom. Mayor of Kingstown and 1883 are perfect examples of the types of prestige dramas we are focused on bringing to Paramount. Taylor Sheridan is an exceptional talent, and we are thrilled to be expanding his portfolio of series within the Viacom CBS family. With a special simulcast event of both series on Paramount Network, we will be further tapping into the scale and reach of Viacom CBS to bring audiences to Paramount Plus. 1883 follows the Dutton family as they embark on a journey west through the Great Plains toward the last bastion of untamed America. It is a stark retelling of Western expansion, an intense study of one family fleeing poverty to seek a better future in America's promised land, Montana. Quote, the results of 1883's debut are truly phenomenal. The day one streaming numbers coupled with the results of the linear sampling effort and social response from our audience show the tremendous promise for this series. Giles said, quote, the success of Taylor Sheridan's 1883 is another proof point of our unique model to leverage our linear platforms and franchise our biggest hits to supercharge Paramount Plus. Chris McCarthy, President and CEO of Viacom CBS Media Network, said, produced by MTV Entertainment Studios and 101 Studios, 1883 is executive produced by Sheridan, David Glasser, Ron Burkle, and Bobby Yari. You can catch the second episode of 1883 on December 26th on Paramount Plus. And our next topic is HBO Max canceled Head of the Class reboot after only one season. The streaming services decided not to go ahead with the second season of the reboot. HBO Max has recently announced that the platform will not be renewing Head of the Class for a second season. The reboot of the late 80s sitcom recently premiered on the platform last month and has only managed to receive pretty average reviews so far. It's currently 67% on Rotten Tomatoes. Warner Brothers had released 10 episodes of the multi-camera series on November 4th, and HBO Max spoke with Deadline saying, quote, "We will not be moving forward with the second season of Head of the Class. We were grateful to work with Bill Lawrence, producer, Amy Poca, executive producer and showrunner, and Seth Cohen, showrunner, to bring back such an iconic series, and we thank them and the terrific cast for their hard work and dedication." The high school comedy is the second original show to get canceled on HBO Max after yet another teen show, Generations. Head of the Class follows the storyline from the 1986 to 91 run created by Michael Elias that aired on ABC. The show revolves around a group of overachieving high school students and their young teacher, Alicia Adams, who takes over the honors program and urges the students to focus less on grades and more on experiencing life. The reboot stars Isabella Gomez, best known for her roles in One Day at a Time and Big Hero 6, the series, as the aforementioned teacher. Talented young actress, Gomez also stars in the upcoming drama film Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Head of the Class was executive produced by Bill Lawrence, Amy Poca, and Seth Cohen, along with Jeff Ingold, Phil Lewis, and Bill Callahan. Cohen also wrote the pilot episode for the series, which Lewis directed. Isaac Katzer of Doozer Productions served as the co-executive producer of the show. The original Head of the Class aired on ABC from 1986 to 1991, airing for 5 seasons and 114 episodes. It follows a group of gifted students at Millard Fillmore High School in Manhattan, along with their history teacher, Charlie Moore. In the final season, Esmond left with Billy Connolly coming in as teacher Billy McGregor. After the Head of the Class show ended, Connolly appeared in a spin-off series, Billy, but it was short-lived. Whether it comes to a spin-off series or a new reboot decades later, maybe there's just no matching the success of the original. And now, we turn to HBO Max again and dive in as James Gunn explains why Peacemaker HBO Max will only be 8 episodes. HBO's upcoming Peacemaker series starring John Cena won't be long, lasting only 8 episodes in its first season. The reason behind that is quite simple and practical. In a Q&A session the director hosted on Twitter, Gunn was asked why they had only gone with 8 episodes instead of something like 13 or 24 for more traditional network shows. Gunn said that it came down to 8 episodes just being how many episodes it took him to tell a story. Although practically his involvement in the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 also played a part. Quote, "I wrote the whole series in 2 months during COVID," Gunn said in his answer. "The first season is one complete story, and 8 episodes was simply how long it took me to tell it. Practically, I also had to finish the series before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 took over my life, so I couldn't make it too long." Beyond the WWE legend in the lead role, Peacemaker will also feature Steve Agee, Daniel Brooks, Robert Patrick, Jennifer Holland. Like Cena, both Agee and Holland's characters have also appeared in the Suicide Squad film. Based on the characters from DC, the 8-episode first season of Peacemaker is written and created by James Gunn, who directed multiple episodes. Executive producers are Gunn, Cena, Peter Safran, and Matt Miller. It is being produced by Troll Court Entertainment and the Safran Company in association with Warner Brothers Television. And finally, on the Cinema Gold Show episode today, dive into the first Book of Boba Fett clip. Book of Boba Fett is giving fans a sneak peek at what awaits them when the latest Star Wars series premiere next week. A short clip featuring the titular bounty hunter and his ally, the sharpshooter Fennec Shan, walking through the streets of Tatooine was recently uploaded to YouTube. Though less than a minute long, the video still details the bounty hunter's plan for his new criminal empire, with Boba Fett declaring that rather than relying on fear, as Jabba the Hutt did, I intend to rule with respect. Boba Fett is one of the most infamous figures in the Star Wars galaxy, a ruthless bounty hunter with a high body count. While he calls himself the son of the prequel trilogy's Jango Fett, he is actually a genetic clone of Jango who served as the DNA donor for the Republic's army of clones. After his father died in the outbreak of the Clone Wars, Boba took on his mantle and his Mandalorian armor, becoming one of the most feared characters in the series. The bounty hunter was thought to have perished during the events of the original trilogy's Return of the Jedi, where he was knocked into the Sarlacc pit by a recently unfrozen Han Solo. Most fans thought he was canonically dead until Season 2 of The Mandalorian revealed that Boba Fett had survived. After reclaiming his armor from Din Djarin and repaying his debt, he and Fennec Shand returned to Tatooine. In the season's post-credits epilogue, intent on taking over the deceased Jabba the Hutt's underground syndicate. The Book of Boba Fett is a limited series focusing on Boba Fett and Fennec Shand's attempt to take over the criminal underworld. Tamara Morrison, who originally played Jango Fett in Star Wars Attack of the Clones, and was then cast as Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, will reprise his role as the infamous bounty hunter. Additionally, Jennifer Beals was brought in to make her Star Wars debut as a Twi'lek character, but no other details concerning her role in the plot or even her character's name have been revealed. The Book of Boba Fett begins airing on Disney Plus December 29, 2022. We thank you for watching and listening to the Cinema Gold Show. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search Cinema Gold Show. And on Instagram at The Cinema Gold Show. We'd like to remind you, if you'd like to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Your support helps the show grow. We can upgrade our equipment with your support. Bring in new guests, hosts, and be able to actually pay them to host our show, which in reality is a lot of effort and time. So being able to pay them would help a lot. And hopefully be able to stream a podcast episode from a live event in the future. And your support will help us be able to do that. So go find us at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Thank you for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time.